I'm a founder and angel investor at a company called Nordic Ignite, and we invest in early stage companies. And I'm happy to take part in this part of the program called the pitching platform. Now we have several things that we're going to do in 45 minutes, and I will try to explain what these things are. First, we will get Sandra Whittle to tell us a little bit about her, what do you call it? Yes, how it is to seek access to funding. So she will tell us a little bit about that. Afterwards, we have 6 elevator pitches. And after that, after each elevator pitch, we will get investors to comment and have questions to those people that are pitching. This will all be, we will do this in a quick manner, so each entrepreneur or innovator will only have 3-4 minutes, and then we'll ask a couple of questions, another 3-4 minutes, a couple of questions, and so on. I'll go better into that later, but first I will kindly call on stage Sandra Whittle from the company called MyCory, and the floor is yours. Welcome to the stage.
Do you know what? First thing I'd love to say, what a day. Oh my gosh. So many inspirational women here and so much I've learned. Thank you so much for having me here, and quite emotional really because so many inspiring women. Well, I had so many things planned of what I wanted to say, but there's been so many things covered. I'm trying to think what else I can say that's maybe a little bit different or maybe inspiring for somebody else. But first of all, I need to take a deep breath and absorb this moment in time. So I've been on quite a journey. My name is Sandra Whittle. I'm a women's health physio. My clinical interests in women's health, chronic pain, soft tissue massage, lymphatic and fascia integrity, and sports rehabilitation. But the most humbling thing of all is the oncology. So I've been invited to speak today a little bit about my journey as an entrepreneur and inventor. And oh my gosh, in session 2, didn't we have so many things in common? We've given up so many things here. All of us in this room would have sacrificed something to be here. We have, when you're a certain age, we have elderly parents to look after. We have our children to put through school and university. We perhaps have husbands or partners. And then we have full-time jobs, and we're just inventing things and just chipping away. And sometimes it can feel quite lonely. I felt quite lonely, but I'm so inspired being here today to know there's so many out there that are on that same journey of making a difference to people's lives. It's such a humbling thing to be here. As you can see, I'm probably a bit nervous, but that's just through passion. I get so excited about something, and I just don't know, what else can I say? Because I want to make a difference. I want to be here. I want to, change the world. But my way of changing the world is literally through massage. I accidentally invented something. One day I came back from work. I've been working with learning disabilities, and my receptionist said to me, "You've got 26 patients tomorrow." And I went, "Okay." She says, "There's no breaks, but I'm sure you'll be fine. Somebody will cancel and you can grab a coffee." So anyway, that night, after working in the community all day, my hands were hurting, my legs hurt. I thought, what the hell, how am I going to get through tomorrow, And then I thought, what I need is, and I thought, let's try massaging my hands, massaging my legs. And everything I had, I couldn't hold. It was difficult to navigate, really, with all the pain I was in. I thought, what I need is, and that's where the invention evolved. it was a massage solution. So anyway, you don't expect to invent anything really, but it would have been amazing to have these massage mitts I have in my head, just so I can get through the day, can help my patients. Repetitive strain is quite common with people that are involved in massage. And I thought, oh, a solution. And then my father made me a clay model of a hand. And I thought, oh, okay, well, the kids are in bed. I put little nodules here and there. So I've got all my products have got little nodules on them. So anyway, one of my patients said to me, oh, you can get funding. And I went, funding, that's good. Single mum, 3 kids, that will be useful. So the first money I was trying to secure was for a startup. But I'm afraid the room was full of men. And they couldn't see my idea of how to massage. You know, I was a woman. I didn't think anybody was listening to me. And I just went, okay, I've learned a lot, but it's probably not for me. But anyway, again, this same woman that said, you can get funding. And I went, okay, what's that for? Prototools. So I took my little clay model, and I was driven around the country to different universities and different places to see if my product could be made. Everybody said no. But the first company we went to went, yes, it can. And I said to the gentleman that took me round, they said it's possible. And he said, oh, you're only a woman. Well, I'm sure he was thinking it, didn't actually say it. And so that was it. I didn't manage to get the funding. But I went back to this company and I said, can you really make my product? And they went, yeah. So we carried on the design. And in the end, I managed to get some money for a prototype. And that was really exciting. But everything is driven by administration. And it's just everything seems to run out of time. You know, like now, I think I've just run out of time. So anyway, my products are self-help solutions, and it's all about self-help massage, trying to empower my patients so they can treat themselves. Because we do need to come away from the pharmaceutical side of things. And by stimulating the mechanoreceptors on our body, we can actually have natural pain relief. So when you're actually massaging, you have neurophysiological responses, biochemical, and local tissue oxygenation. And there's so much we can do for ourselves. And that's my mission, to help my patients help themselves. And I think that's all I've got. So thank you. Well, the one thing I would say, I'm very passionate about women's health, so if anyone wants to talk to me about vaginas, that's fine. That was a quick version.
Well, then we go to the pitches. Here today we have an exceptional chance to explore sustainable investment possibilities, establish connections, and hear some female inventors present ideas to business angels and early-stage investors. We will hear elevator pitches from 6 amazing women. They will have 3 to 4 minute slots to pitch their inventions, innovations, and business to potential backers. These events offer a valuable learning experience through concise presentations, where pitchers will discuss the problems they aim to solve, the unique value proposition, and the investment they require. So, these amazing women that will be pitching here today are Maria Julia Guimares from Canada, Vera Osei Bonsu from Ghana, Mariam Hassan Al-Ghafri from United Arab Emirates, Halla Jónsdóttir from Iceland, Arianna Campione from Italy, and Suna Ólasdóttir Valevik and Sigrún Nanna Karlsdóttir from Iceland. I want to kindly ask these ladies to be ready when I call them. So it will be in this order that I mentioned. And the investors evaluating the ITS will be myself, and also I want to introduce to you two others. They are Hrönn Greifsdóttir from, what do you call it in Iceland, in England? New Business Ventures, yes. And then we have Sigurður Óli Sigurðsson from Rannís, or what we call Iceland's Technology Development Fund. Yeah. Indeed. So, have a seat. We have a lot of seats for three of us. But without further ado, let's welcome our first inventor on stage, Maria Julia Guimares. The floor is yours. And I want to remind you these 4 minutes is really strict. So, good luck.
Thank you so much. Can you start? Yeah, thank you. So, hello, I'm Maria Julia, CEO and co-founder of Totum Tech. Our mission is to offer the ethical technology to help people with invisible disabilities to improve their quality of life and regain productivity. I guess you know how hard it is to scrape snow from the car or to go out skiing and feel your hands like frostbite. Well, this is a constant for me, even in an office with air conditioning, because I have a Raynaud's disease. It's a condition that causes blood flow to extremities of my body to stop when I'm exposed to cold. It can lead up to ulcers, and I could lose one or more fingers even. And I'm far from being alone. So according to studies, it's estimated that 1 out of 5 women and 1 out of 7 men face this challenge. More than 104 million people who, like me, live with ineffective medication, bulky heavy gloves, and the constant fear of having an attack of this disease. Totum Tech is going to eliminate this threat with the smart heated gloves that predict and prevent the attacks of Raynaud's disease. They have heating components, sensors, and are powered by AI, so prevention is increasingly personalized and effective. We offer to each patient the right temperature up to their fingertips even before an attack happens. And the gloves are connected to a mobile application where patients can follow, visualize, and share with their physician their evolution. To this day, our gloves have the advantage of being the only solution that is predictive, personalized, and suitable for indoor activities without no usage restrictions for users. It's based also in 4 pillars of impact: the social impact, the inclusion, the economical, and the environmental. And also we are aligned with the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, as our solution promotes inclusion and also it's treated for well-being. Our roadmap is based on the development of our gloves for commercialization in fall 2024. And our product is going to encompass, our model revenue is going to encompass the sales of the gloves at 170 euros and a 14 euro monthly subscription to the personalized services. We are going to disrupt a situation that's difficult for many patients, and to make able to do that, we are a team of 6 patient and XAV technologists and hand rehabilitation specialists. To this day, and to conclude, our passion is the drive that will bring a positive impact to a population that waits impatiently. Thank you very much for having me. Thank you so much.
Yes. Do you have questions or comments?
Yes. Thank you very much for your presentation.
Thank you so much.
I would like to know the team behind.
Yes, sure. We are, as I mentioned, we are Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. We are 6 people, four technologists and 2 specialists from medical domain, occupational therapists, a physician, and we have engineers, and we have data scientists that were working behind, and myself, that I am a designer by profession.
I think that this is a very important factor because it seems that you have a professional team with all the aspects known. So if for further investors' presentation, I would elaborate on the team.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much for the feedback.
Well, first of all, thank you for an excellent presentation, and it sounds like it's a very important innovation and impacting quality of life for a lot of people. I wonder, do you foresee running any kind of clinical trials on this product, or like compare it to some kind of a placebo or anything like that to support the claims of efficacy?
Mm-hmm. Yes, we are going to next year start clinical trials. We are in Canada establishing partnerships with health systems from the provinces to start those clinical trials next year to exactly have the responses that we have received so far on labs, but on a controlled environment, so we're going to through clinical labs. And also because we are seeking for regulatory first with Health Canada and FDA, so we are going to pursue these clinical trials as well.
Best of luck with that.
Thank you.
Very good.
Thank you
so
best
much.
of luck.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
So, next on stage is Vera Osei Bonsu from Ghana. Welcome on stage. The floor is yours.
Thank you so much. Hello, everyone. My name is Vera Osei Bonsu, and I'm from Ghana in West Africa. I am very much passionate about the survival of children with a special focus on nutrition. You all agree with me that nutrition plays a very key role in the optimal growth of children in both their cognitive and physical development. In Africa, where I come from, we believe that children form a very integral part of the African population. As such, they deserve the right to healthy food options in order for them to thrive and survive. Africa is one of the richest continents in natural resources. At the same time, according to World Index, Africa is also tagged as one of the most malnourished continents. At East Smart Foods and Starch Right Nutrition Limited, we want to change this description and narrative about Africa. And how do we do this? We do this by adding value to local food ingredients we find around ourselves in Africa that easily go waste, but are nutritious for children. We transform these local food ingredients into healthy and nutritious cereal powders to nourish children from the ages of 6 months to 5 years, to assist them meet a daily portion of their protein, carbohydrates, fat, and energy needs, with the ultimate aim of helping to reduce malnutrition. And why are we doing this? Back in 2013, I became a mother for the first time, and I was looking forward to place my child on a local baby food that was manufactured by a local individual or a local industry in my country, Ghana. And it will surprise you all to know that I found none in the markets or on the shelves of the various supermarkets in my country. Rather, what I found easily were imported baby foods that had flooded the various markets in Ghana. I extended this search to other African countries, and I noticed the situation wasn't only peculiar to Ghana. This only means that most of the revenues from the baby food industry, which forms the core of the food system in Africa, only goes back to these countries that import their baby foods into the African continent. Notwithstanding this, over the years, the issue of malnutrition has not been addressed or reduced in any of its forms in Africa due to lack or no value addition to local food ingredients, which has only resulted in food losses and promoted food insecurities. At Eat Smart and Start Right, we are changing the narratives by adding value to local food ingredients in order to promote food security. With our manufacturing activities, we have over 9 uniquely combined baby foods from grains, fruits, vegetables, and legumes, which are currently selling in 10 regions in my country in Ghana through 22 avenues. We also engage in rigorous nutrition education, where we place women at the center of our nutrition education, because we believe women play a very crucial role in shaping the food culture and food habits of their children. Out of our nutrition education, we actually launched the first infant and toddler recipe book for African and Ghanaian children, titled Start Right, which gives caregivers a step-by-step approach to successful weaning. We currently have a team of 15, and we are selling our products through women, which we have over 22 distributors who sell to earn a profit margin. At Eat Smart and Start Right, we believe women and children form a very integral part of the African population. As such, they deserve the right to healthy food options. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So, would you like to ask? Or?
Yes, thank you very much. This is a noble project, but the competition must be very fierce with imported goods. Of course, it's very good when it is local, and especially as you described this, there is a lack on the market. But how is the competition? How do you view the competition, and how are you going to fight the competition?
Thank you so much for this interesting question. So my main competitors in Ghana, we have Nestle, which is the leading producers of baby food in Ghana. How I'm able to become very relevant in the baby food industry, as I said, I have a special focus on local ingredients. And I also use rigorous nutrition education through advocacy. So I use grassroots advocacy. I go to my people. I demonstrate to them how they can use my food products to come up with diverse recipes. So you can buy my product, and you can do about 10 food recipes for your child. I also leverage heavily on social media, whereby we've created a WhatsApp group. Currently, we have 23 WhatsApp groups for caregivers, which is about 7,000 women, whereby we share daily recipes on our food products. So they always see what we do and they buy. So we are gradually become relevant in the market because we combine the nutrition education with the manufacturing.
Thank you. I think we will go to the next one now. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, next on stage is Mariam Hassan Al-Ghafri from the United Arab Emirates. I want to welcome you on stage. Yeah, the floor is yours. I think she is coming, yeah.
Hello, everyone. I'm a UNICEF youth advocate and an innovator programmer, Mariam Hassan Al-Ghafri. I'm 15 years old from United Arab Emirates. So I've already asked this question, but I'm going to re-ask it. We do have some Braille books, but is every book translated into Braille language? No. And blind people that aren't able to see, they do have the right to read whatever book they want. How could we do that? My project might be able to. And it's called Braille OCR Translator, which aims to translate any printed or written text into a computer language or the machine code. And then it will be translated into Braille language. I also added or included in it a sound system, so they could also hear the word playing. How does it work? The OCR, the optical character recognition, will take the word, and then the word that was in the picture, and it will translate it into, did I see this? No. Okay, and translate it into computer language, and then the computer language will be translated into Braille language, and we will be able to see the output of the Braille language on the solenoid. I wish if I could bring my device here just to show you, but it won't work. because it needs electricity. And there's a feature that I would like to improve in my project, which is being able to control the speed of the solenoid, because I programmed it onto 140 milliseconds after a research that I did that this was the average. So people, if were like lower than that level or higher than that level, could actually control it. And if there was actually any investment made in my project, I would ask for 1,000 AED for a 10% deal. And you'll be like, Miriam, you're asking 1,000 AED just for your project, just 1,000. And I'm saying yes, because my intention is actually to implement it. And one of my recommendations is that the project itself won't be sold more than 300 AED. Why? Because I want all of the class of the society to be able to purchase this project. And there's also one more thing. The project is not going to be published as the same way as what you see on here. This is just a model of the project to give you an example. How does it work? I'm actually fine with any design. I'm thinking about a design that's similar to the Langogo. I'm not sure if you're familiar with this device, but it translates, like scan the word and translate it. And I'm actually fine with any type of a design for the device as long as the aim stays the same. And I believe that small idea serves the nation. Thank you.
Thank you. So have you thought about the focus of the marketing of the product?
Actually, to be honest with you, no. Never been to marketing.
Okay.
Like I just innovate, but I never thought of marketing.
Yeah.
On a related question, what's the error rate of the system?
I could.
The error rate, the rate of errors, is it 100% transcribing, or are there some errors in it? Is it a reliable tool to convert?
So yes, it is, but
Yeah.
it depends on the way that you program it. Right now, as I'm a beginner programmer, I programmed it to translate each word, like a word, not a sentence. But by improving the programming, you would be able to translate the whole page.
And it's Arabic?
No, it's in English.
In English, okay.
Yes. So it depends on the way that you programmed it. If you programmed it in English, then it's in English. If you programmed it in Arabic, then it's in Arabic.
So you foresee multiple applications in multiple languages and multiple types, multiple types of letters?
Yes.
Okay.
So,
Okay. Great. Thank you so much.
thank you.
Okay, next on stage is Halla Jónsdóttir from Iceland. Welcome on stage, Halla. Floor is yours.
Thank you for this opportunity. As I met you in a lift, I have my first marketable product. I'm delivering it to a big Icelandic fishery named Brim in 10 days. Actually, it's the second time they are using it. So, Optidog produces and leases sustainable solutions for fisheries. This is our first marketable product. It is developed to reduce production of microplastic in marine environment. It is developed to reduce use of energy and therefore facilitate energy transition. And it is produced to save the seafloor, conserving biodiversity and health of ecosystems. So this is what our first product does. The team behind it is, beside me, a kind of force of nature, 2 fabulous engineers, and a mechatronic. So there are 3 co-founders, me, Geir and Torfi, and the Megatronic guy. He's really educated in taking tiny companies into large ones, something that might interest investors. Now, our results. I forgot to tell you. I have 2 captains helping as well. They come from 2 big fisheries, leading European Nordic prawn fishery named Rektal, and his name is Eiríkur. And then I have a fabulous one from a leading Icelandic fishery named Bryn. So they are not really in the company, but they are definitely in my team. So results. Yes, we have results. We have results, and when we put this on present fishing gear, we can increase the catch of Nordic prawn by 12 to 18%. There's a lot of difference, but there was a troll that did break into a big hole and they lost the prawn. So that's why that is. We have other results. We have the results then that our 3rd marketable product will be flying 1 feet above the sea floor. And we can do that with a prototype touching the sea floor less than 1% of the time. When we use this on that flying virtual troll, we get 2 times more catch, which is definitely of interest for production of capital costs, productivity of capital costs. Now, the market for Nordic prawn is not big. There are 400 trawlers out there, and we think we can catch like 70% of those. But that would give rental income, I told you, I'm leasing it, I'm getting paid now, of 30 million euros annually. But there are 6,600 more vessels out there. And we are testing it with Brim on demersal species, that is species that are close to the seafloor. And we are going to test it on pelagic fish as well. So the market could be much, much bigger, giving maybe 500 million euros annually in rentals. It's rentals because we own the data. We already have artificial intelligence machine learning technique to see what is happening in front there. And now I propose to you guys and ladies, as investors, we have a wonderful opportunity for people that are interested not only to change the world, but profit from it. The fisheries I'm working with, they say that the leasing cost is cheap. I thought it was pretty good, but yeah, that's it.
A lot of questions.
I have me too. I don't want to use. I don't know.
May I first, now the fishing industry is quite regulated. What about license and regulations about methods like this?
Well, we are working with Hafró, and they have been taking a little bit care of all licenses. And actually, the guy that is sitting in my board is legally learned in environmental umhverfisrétti. Sorry.
Environmental rights or something like that?
Environmental law, I'm guessing.
Yeah. And so I think we are having a good position
so
there.
basically the license should be within the law.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Can you quantify or capture in some easily understandable way what the environmental impact is? Because I'm guessing with the old technology, you are doing more harm to the ocean floor. So can you incorporate in your pitch maybe what that means kind of in some terms that are like, does it, I mean, when you scrape the floor, ocean floor, does it take decades to recover as opposed to using this, for example?
Yes, and usually it is in my pitch. But having 3 minutes elevator pitch, I decided to take out some of the environmental stuff, which is really what interests me, and try to tell you more about the economics. Because money makes the world go around.
Indeed.
Thank you so much. We will have to go to the next one. Thank you.
And it also looks so good with all these colors. Thanks. Okay, the next one up is Arianna Campione from Italy. So welcome on stage.
Thank you. Cool. So thank you, everyone. I'm Arianna Campione, CEO and co-founder of Chimia. Chimia is an Italian startup who collect and recover the pistachio waste. The husk is the outer shell of the pistachio, in order to make active ingredients for health, natural active ingredient. All of us knows how important it is to take care of ourselves, of our body. We try to take supplements, vitamins, eat good food, but also we know how important it is to take care of our planet. We try to go green, we try to do choices in according with to save our planet. And all of this could be a good business. Let me explain. I came from Sicily. Sicily is the biggest island of Italy, in the south of Italy, and it's an amazing place. We have warm weather, good food. We also have a volcano, Mount Etna. My town, Bronte, is famous all over the world for its pistachio because it's unique, because it's grown up on a volcanic soil. But also we struggled with some problem, like pollution, like waste, and this can be a big problem for us. Have you ever seen a pistachio tree? Few people knows that during the harvesting of this fruit, more than a tons of waste is generated. More of this, it's burned in the countryside, and or it's thrown away, or it's a high cost for farmers. So we decided to collect this waste, it's a byproduct actually, and to transform it with a patented green process to make natural active ingredient for health. This patented green economy process is very important for us because it's a source of new active ingredient. Even since 2016, the beneficial properties of the pistachio were investigated. Nobody never used this raw material. The pistachio, the husk, has several properties: antioxidant power, higher than the other natural ingredients, very strong antibacterial power, and also metabolic action against diabetes and inflammation. We sell this product in B2B because we want to go to many markets, for example, cosmetic market, which is the first one that we are trying to move on. Then food and supplements market, also drug probably one day, but it's the most difficult between the other one. And we are the first and the only one in the world using pistachio husk. So it could be a very high potential business. We are young. We were born a year ago in 2022, and faster than expected, we grow up thanks to our amazing business angel. Grazia is with me tonight. Thank you, Grazia. And thanks to our amazing team of professionals, researchers at the University of Catania, and other business angels that every day work with me to make this business very big. So this will be a pistachio revolution. So pistachio not only for food, but also for our health. So if you want to be part of this revolution, just drop me a text or a message. Thank you.
Thank you. So what kind of B2B customers are you going to reach first?
Yes, we said to company that already done cosmetics or food and beverages, because can you imagine a line of cosmetic with the pistachio? nobody never done something like this, or a new beverage with pistachio husk. So these are the companies we are trying to, talk with, or also maybe in the future for drugs or for supplements.
Interesting.
As a lover of pistachios, I find this fantastic because the shell has always annoyed me what to do with it. I'm just so amazed that nothing has been done like this before. So is there no history before that?
There are in the literature, on the internet side, many universities all over the world tried to do something with this husk. But I have to do this resin thing because the husk in a few hours will start to be dark and will start to destroy itself. For this reason, we patented a process to conserve it, to give a long life shelf for this product and also a high production capacity. This was the first move, so to be patented. And yes, we are the first.
And just out of curiosity, how do you know how much pistachios?
Sorry?
Just out of curiosity, do you know how much of pistachios are grown in the world? Do you know the number, or just for Italy?
No, well, Bronte pistachio is unique, as I told you, because it's grown up on a volcanic soil, which is particular, has particular characteristics. But pistachio, we are just 1% of the production in the world. The main producer is California, then Iran, and the researchers are from Iran, from Turkey. So who knows? Maybe we can export this business all over the world. Maybe.
There are some cosmetic companies here in Iceland. You should maybe visit them.
Who knows? We started from cosmetics because I'm a cosmetologist, and we started to do a final product. If you want, I have some samples. But the cosmetic market is so challenging. So we decided to do a pivot, like we say in startup field, and we go for the active ingredient only because it's a more scalable business. It's easier than to do a final product. So if you want some cream for your face, please ask me. I have some samples. So thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes, last but not least, we have, I think there are two of you, okay. So we have Sunna Ólas Valevik, and she's from Iceland. And without further ado, we'll just carry on.
Hello, my name is Sunna Valevik, and I'm one of the founders of GlobalWIIN. Today I'm going to introduce GlobalWIIN's new environmentally friendly color paste and carbon anodes, and our green successor to coal tar pitch. So yes, coal tar pitch is widely used within the metallurgical sector, and it was actually banned in 2020 as it releases carcinogenic compounds when it's heated. And examples of application where coal tar pitch used to be used as the main binder is in the making of color paste and carbon anodes. Now, color paste is used by aluminium smelters to protect the anode stub from the 960 degrees electrolyte. So we needed to replace the binder, and our challenge was to form a chemical solution that could withstand 1000 degrees, but at the same time the chemical attack from molten cryolite, which is extremely reactive and corrosive. Here we can see color paste being placed in colors around the anode stubs, which safely allows the smelters to use more of their pre-baked carbon anodes. And here we can also see the pre-baked carbon anode. But like I mentioned, coal tar pitch is also the main ingredient in pre-baked carbon anodes. But pre-baked carbon anodes are used in most metallurgical processes in the world, and that includes aluminium, silicon, and ferrosilicon smelting, which are all huge industries here in Iceland. And here we can see pre-baked carbon anodes in actual use in the smelters. Our team has decades of experience in material science R&D, and in 2016, when the Rio Tinto smelter asked us for help, we set our sight on solving this problem facing the aluminum industry, and we decided that we were going to replace a banned carcinogenic binder with our new environmentally friendly version. And after years of R&D, this is exactly what we have achieved. And moreover, our work has actually led to a safe successor and green successor to coal tar pits. Our new binder is made from only renewable source materials and does not release any harmful chemicals. The market potential of our green binder is actually huge, because if I take only, for example, the coal tar pits market and the coating markets, these markets were estimated in the year of 2020 to be a $5 billion and $83 billion markets. And here I want to add that because of our new environmentally friendly binder is very heat resistant and also corrosive resistant, it could make an optimal coating material, for example, in geothermal coating applications. We are, of course, very thankful for all the grants and support we have received. And the last point I want to make today is that we actually believe that this new binder we have made could have a large global impact. As I mentioned, it's coal tar pitch is used in almost all metallurgical processes today, like aluminum, silicon, and silicon smelting, which are huge industries here in Iceland. If we replace the coal tar pits in pre-baked carbon anodes, we could actually reduce the carbon emission of those industries by 20 to 50%. Thank you for this opportunity.
Thank you. Sigurður, do you want to start?
Well, sure. I may have missed it, but is it ready to be deployed? What's the readiness level of this?
Yes, for color paste, because it's a slightly different application, for color paste to protect the anode stubs in aluminum smelters, we are almost market ready. We are doing the final optimization test now at one of the smelters, and after that we will sign the sales agreements, and we are ready to produce the color paste. But we have a little longer way for the pre-baked carbon anodes, but we have started that journey, and the results are very promising.
Fantastic. And the competitors seeing how this has been banned, I'm guessing, or are there competitors?
Yes and no. Well, it's on assumptions that you can still use coal tar pits in color paste today, and not that many smelters that use color paste actually. So, and Iceland is actually a large user of color paste, so we have an advantage there. And but for pre-baked carbon anodes, the better binder, environmentally free binder hasn't been found yet. So, yes.
Fantastic. Thank you.
And now this project is at a high level chemically-wise. How has it been in your experience to explain this to investors who are just thinking about the profit and the margin, and then comes up all these words that I can even remember? I don't remember after the presentation. Is it a hindrance when you are explaining such a complex project?
Yes and no. It's very difficult to explain it in a short time, the complexity of the project, but the environmental factor in this project is huge, so that helps us a lot. So we are gaining a lot of interest at the moment, and this could actually be the only short-term solution that the aluminum smelters have if they're going to lower the carbon emission for the aluminum smelters that are already here, because the carbon-free smelters, they will not be ready until, 20, 30 years or something.
I think that's the correct approach. Yeah, very, very, very clever.
Is there any, European law coming up that really supports your product?
Yes, so coal tar pitch has been banned within the EU in heating application. It's not yet banned in pre-baked carbon anodes because there is no other solution, and we need it for all the smelting in the world and all the metals we are producing. So as soon as there will be a environmentally friendly solution, it will also be banned for pre-baked carbon anodes. But it's a different, because it's pre-baked carbon anodes, you don't need to be around it when it's heated up. So that's why it still hasn't been banned for pre-baked carbon anodes. But for color paste, it's banned because it's in the closeness of the staff. So it's very dangerous.
Interesting, really interesting. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So that concludes our session, our pitching session.
I never get tired of reminding teams about teams, the importance of the teams and the diversity of the teams. And then I'm not just only talking about gender, I'm talking about experience, education, nationalities, because all researches show that the diverse the team is, the better the result is. So my point is, remember to build up a good, strong team.
Yeah, well, I think that what we will only see in the future is that if you're seeking government funding of some sort for your innovation or inventions, that there, especially in the European Union and probably the US, most likely worldwide, but right now, most in the EU and the US, there's going to be more of an emphasis on environmental friendly solution and environmental impact. So indeed, it is for a lot of investors, they're going to be interested in the bottom line, but the governments are going to be listening to green solutions more and more. So don't forget to pitch that as well.
Yeah, good point. I totally agree with both of you, especially around the team. At least for us at Nordic Ignite, when we are listening to pitches, we always look carefully at the team. And the question always comes up, do we believe that this team can do this? It's really important. But also, is the timing right and is the market in place? So these are the three most important things in our minds when we are looking at really early stage companies. But of course, markets and solutions, they pivot all around. But the team, it's always,
Yeah, and I think also that it's very important, especially in a short, like this 3 minutes pitch, be clear about what kind of a problem you are going to solve.
Absolutely.
What is the base for the project? Why are you standing there?
But there's nothing to take away from the excellent pitches we've had.
No, that's
Take
right.
nothing away from that.
These were
really
excellent
good
pitches.
and varied and impressive.
Absolutely agree on that. So, without taking more time, thank you so much, and thank you for inviting us to be on this panel here today.
Thank you.